Executive recruiters, also known as headhunters, are special employment agencies employers retain to seek out top management talent for their clients. The percentage of a firm's positions filled by these services might be small. However, these jobs include key executive and technical positions. For executive positions, headhunters may be your only source of candidates. The employer always pays the fees. There are two types of executive recruiters, contingent and retained. Members of the Association of Executive Search Consultants usually focus on executive positions and on retained executive search. They are paid regardless of whether the employer hires the executive through the search firm's efforts. Contingency-based recruiters tend to handle junior to middle-level management job searches. Executive recruiters are using more technology and becoming more specialized. The challenging part of recruiting has always been finding potential candidates. Not surprisingly, internet-based databases now dramatically speed up such searches. Executive recruiters are also becoming more specialized. The large ones are creating new businesses aimed at specialized functions or industries. So, it is advisable to look first for one that specializes in your field. Pros and cons. Recruiters bring a lot to the table. They have many contacts and are especially adept at finding qualified employed candidates who aren't actively looking to change jobs. They can keep your firm's name confidential until late into the search process. The recruiter can save top management's time by finding and screening an applicant pool. The recruiter's fee might actually turn out to be small when you compare it to the executive time saved. The big issue is ensuring that the recruiter really understands your needs and then delivers properly vetted candidates who fill the bill. As an employer, it is essential to explain completely what sort of candidate is required and why. Therefore, be prepared for some in-depth dissecting of your request. Some recruiters also may be more interested in persuading you to hire a candidate than in finding one who will really do the job. Understand that one or two of the final candidates may actually just be fillers to make the recruiter's one real candidate look better. Guidelines for choosing an executive recruiter. In choosing a recruiter, guidelines include: make sure the firm is capable of conducting a thorough search. Under their ethics code, a recruiter can't approach the executive talent of a former client for a period of 2 years after completing a search for that client. Since former clients are off limits for 2 years, the recruiter must search from a constantly diminishing pool. Meet the individual who will actually handle your assignment. Make sure to ask how much the search firm charges. Get the agreement in writing. Make sure the recruiter and you see eye to eye on what sort of person you need for the position. Never rely solely on the executive recruiter, or other search professional, such as employment agency, to do all the reference checking. Certainly, let them check the candidate's references, but get notes of these references in writing from the recruiter, if possible. And, in any event, make sure to check at least the final candidate's references yourself.